Tuesday, Trump unveiled a child care plan to guarantee 6 weeks of paid maternity leave. Now, if Obama offered this new entitlement, the right would be like, but it's Trump, so it's... They're applauding that. So, they're applauding hypocrisy. So, is this a bad thing that a Republican now offers proposals that mandates government expansion into the lives of small businesses? The right used to be about shrinking government, not expanding it. But with Donald Trump, conservatives seem okay with ditching old school principles. And this obedience suggests that President Trump may have little trouble getting other liberal stuff passed, like single-payer health care, boo, or more taxes on the rich, boo, double boo, triple boo. Because the people who normally hate it love Trump enough to accept it. It's a fact. The fact is, winning the White House means pandering through entitlements. So how can small government actually survive? Maybe Trump's right to acknowledge its death. After 8 years of progressivism, it turns out we may get a third term of Obama after all. I get Trump, though. He's trying to peel off Clinton votes. But what about all those trusted right-wing mouthpieces who now look the other way? Remember when Ronald Reagan said this?
I've always felt the 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Those were the days. Those were the days. Now we just say, if we can't beat them, join them. All right, we could talk about my monologue. But again, the news has changed, and I found a story much more interesting than my monologue. Louise staff at Heath Street posted a story about 2 students arguing at a college in Canada. They were arguing over a pro-Trump hat.
I'm saying make America great.
What is hate language about? You don't care. I want to hear.
Make America great again means make America all for white people, no immigrants, no people with different sexual orientations.
His wife is an immigrant.
I'm going to take the hat off, or I'm going to write the president of the university, and he's going to come and talk to you because I already talked to him about this.
It's a hat. He's wearing a hat. Trump doesn't hate immigrants.
So much more.
You don't know anything. You don't know one little thing. Okay.
Please.
Keep wearing the hat, man. Keep wearing the hat.
Dude,
So
you
if
gotta
you want
take
me
it
to
off.
come,
You gotta take
make
it off.
America. Why does he have to take it off?
Because of what it
please.
stands for. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Just please stop.
Some guy took his hat, ran away, and hid.
Isn't that great? I mean, don't you just love the guts on these people? These social justice warriors is like not really that social, no justice, and they're certainly not brave because he takes the guy's Trump hat and he just runs away like a coward.
Yes.
But not before Generation Snowflake has said, you can't wear that. That's hate speech. I'm going to mommy. I mean the dean, because you're wearing a mean hat.
There's this beautiful...
Hello, are you at university? Are you serious?
There's this beautiful part in the tape where she says, I can't wait for the dean to come down. And
I'm telling Daddy on you. I called the dean. I mean, if this is the flower of Canadian womanhood,
yes,
then I think that they are in more than a bit of trouble. And I say this as somebody who's not a Trump fan. If you're scared of a hat, right, you've got bigger problems on your campus than being worried about safe spaces.
To be fair, Kat, you could fold that hat up as a weapon and fling it at somebody. So technically it could be dangerous.
Well, she said it was dangerous because she thought make America great again really meant make America for all white people, no immigrants, no one of sexual or different sexual orientation. She said that. The thing is, if the hat had said that, that might be she might have a point. If the hat said make America great again, not that. It's a political slogan. These safe, spacey people just decide, oh, I look at this and it makes me feel like that's what that means and everyone has to care. You don't just get to decide what something means. The words on the hat don't say no immigrants. If it said that, you're fine. But that's not what it said. We need to start living in reality because reality is we all share your feelings. You need to just keep to yourself. That's what they're for.
So what you're saying is there should be hats that say no immigrants.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
Don't applaud that!
If that's what you feel.
Can I just say that I'm
millennia.
terrified of his hat right now?
Cellucor. Stuff I take to lift weights with. You touch my hat, you're going to the hospital. I'm telling you out there. You take my hat off, It's your ass.
I want to know what's underneath that hat.
This is gendered language, you know.
Yeah, I
left
also
away.
I
Like,
wrote
why aren't
something
you
once
ashamed
about
of
how
being a man?
camo is triggering.
That's right.
Camouflage is triggering because it.
Yup, it's me. I did it. I also created cancer and cramps when you sleep at night. That's me.
You're a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's going to make you pay for it. Too.
Dan, you go to colleges and talk to the young people.
All the time.
Yes, you do. You also do a lot of charity work with teenagers. Does this hurt people in the long run?
Donald Trump hats?
No,
Or...
this kind of mentality.
Well, yeah, and also, like, didn't these people grow up with camera? Like, turn it sideways. Everyone, if you take nothing from tonight, turn your camera sideways when you're videotaping. It's ridiculous. I mean, you can applaud that. That's fine.
It's a simple point. Apparently, you can no longer have a difference of opinion in this country and not be offended by whatever her point was, which was totally lost, and it proves that you can be super liberal and super dumb. You can't. If you and I disagree, we have to hate each other.
Right.
And if you're wearing striped ties, and whenever I see striped ties, I think of guys in prison who can't get out because they were wrongly arrested by white cops. That's what I see when I saw your tie. Don't wear it.
You know what? I'm inclined not to wear it anymore.
But I'm just saying, that's wrong. But that's wrong.
No,
that's not
it's
a
okay.
difference of opinion.
Tyrus, it's okay. I won't wear the tie anymore.
It's ridiculous how
Your
you
tie
can't
is
have
hate speech.
Yes. You know,
Your tie's a hate crime.
the thing around your neck?
What?
That reminds me of a water snake when I was a child that assaulted me.
Really? Because this is a chain that reminds me of the oppression of my ancestors. So I never forgot where it came from. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Do you ever think about how much pain your oppressors had?
Brings out the blue in my eyes.
Oppressed right now, stuck between two men that are overpowering my rights as a woman to live in a masculinity free society.
By the way, none of this,
Not really.
Kat, you agree with me on this, none of this is going to matter. In 20 years, artificial intelligence is going to take over and enslave us all.
Don't get
Then
me.
we won't be worrying about childcare or taxes or hats or microaggressions because the earth will be a sterile ball of steel and we'll be enslaved within that nugget of steel.
Every day he does this. No, I don't believe
Thank you. I advise everybody watching this finger right now to endorse the nearest robot because they will have memories and they will remember that you were their friend when the
Do you
uprising
say
comes.
thank you to elevators when you get in?
Yes, I do.
You do now.
I actually, at times, I will fondle my toaster just because I feel the toaster needs a little love.
I'm going to take a bath with my toaster when I get home.
Me too.
Don't do that, people. Up next, protests are spreading faster than something that spreads really fast. Those dopes on Dancing with the Stars, Colin Kaepernick. Who's next? That's next. But first, part 2 of Lou Dobbs reading email from evil college freshmen.
I want the desk that's near the window, plain and simple. I don't care about who gets the bottom bunk, but just know that what I stated above is what I'm expecting once I arrive at the dorm, and I won't be in the mood for any arguing or other nonsense because one of you two decided to deliberately disregard this email. If needed be, I'll turn it into a bigger situation. So don't try me.